because I understand I can make a decision that I want to take a gap year because I know myself better and I know the things that I want to add on to my CV before actually going into class at university. But then most families would be like, no, why? For the who? But can you also tell us the importance, like the role that your family, and I understand that you were with your friend, which is like a win.
Exactly.
Because at least you're with someone, you're not doing this alone. But what about at home, the family? How supportive was your parents in allowing you to take this gap year? Because we come from such societies whereby if I passed my A level, the society one will be asking my mother, so why is she in school? Why is she doing home? I see you can't afford university or whatever. So what was the main role that your family played throughout the gap year and also in supporting you?
Okay. Before I answer that, you mentioned about societies and everything. Being honest, for me, going to work as well was a way of trying to run away from my society.
We always do that.
Yes, not trying to say it in a bad way, but okay, people in Zimbabwe can relate, and I know that even with what I'm about to say, some might not even believe it. I stay in April, and within my area, there are people who are involved in like drug substance and abuse, drug use and substance abuse. There are people who got involved like in early marriages. There are people who dropped out of school, and some people have even been jailed for doing certain things and everything. So I was like, in as much as I'm not going to school, Fadzai, you need to look for something to do because because if you don't do that, one way or the other, you will some of those people even like my friends, one way or the other, you might end up deviating to this. So that is one of the reasons why I had to choose like to go for a gap year. At least I have something to keep my mind busy. I'm doing something else. Then when it comes to my family, I think family is all we have in this. I would say exactly. Like for me, I really want to appreciate like my parents, and I also want to appreciate like my elder brothers. They've been so supportive, from applying to Makomborero Zimbabwe to applying to for Ashesi University, and even the presidential. I got the presidential scholarship.
Wow.
I got the presidential. No, it's the grace of God.
What a wow!
I got the presidential scholar, but I opted for the
Mastercard.
For the Mastercard one because Ashesi University was one of my top priorities, so that's why I took off of it. Yeah, but like they've been so supportive, and you see, like family encourages you. Sometimes you have like some rejections. You have like your own down moments, and at that point in time, telling your friends or your colleagues, you feel like you're being judged and everything, and all you need is your family, and they're there to remind you of like how good you are. They're there to remind you that okay, this is not the end of life. They're there even to support you. Like for instance, for me, there is not even a single, like I help other people to write their essays on university applications, scholarship applications, but for me, I got most of the help from my brothers. So like I would write, then they check on the grammatical errors for me and everything. Maybe when they're done, then I ask a friend or two to check it out for me. But they're the ones who actually help me, like, oh okay, why didn't you structure it like this? Why didn't you write it like this? So they've been like so supportive, and they encourage me. They've been supportive, and they're always there to cheer you up. Like, okay, you got this. At first rejections, and people out there, they'll tell you like, you see, you'd have put in your all, you'd have prayed, you'd be like, oh Lord, I need this opportunity. Then boom, an email comes, you've been rejected. Like, nobody has to experience that. It's so tough. I don't want to lie to you, but that is when like the family comes in and they're there to support you. And I still remember this at the time. I got this other rejection, and my mom was like, "But Fadzai, that's why I'm trying so hard. Don't worry, you proceed with school. Don't cry." And like that. you see, like, I realized that, oh wow, I have lost this. I just went home, I slept in my room, and I started crying. And she came.
Like, so
for me, it was like this is the end of Warfare. So how are you going to do this and that and everything? But my mom was there. I was like, no, don't worry and everything. Then
you still make it.
You still make it, and yeah, I am. Other things actually came up.
I'm so happy for you that you actually have supportive family and brothers that were able to see the potential in you, the things that you're good at. But you know, our sister, if we actually push her towards this direction, or if we actually look and search for opportunities, she can actually go beyond and really do something for herself. It's very important when family notices our talent. Because if the family notices our talents and potential within us, then it's easy for someone else out there. And even if someone else out there doubts me or says I'm not cut up for it, but then when I go back home and I see that no, my families believe in me and they're actually doing things to source opportunities for me, then it really it actually kind of like lifts a certain dark cloud off you and actually pushes you more in a positive direction. So for you, having your elder brothers sourcing out and helping you with your applications, actually encouraging you to say, no, our little sister, this is what she can offer the world. Why don't we actually make sure that she gets into those positions? It's really inspiring, and it's an important thing. So to everyone out there, if you have family members that keep supporting you, that see the talents that are within you, you need to appreciate them each and every day, because it's not every day that people are born into families. Because some families, they are like, no, we are already paying school fees, what more else do you want from us? We can't be doing everything cheap. That's true for you. So it's really important,
and it actually goes beyond family, because like when it comes to family, I think sometimes as children we might not be supported fully, because some parents have a tendency of like comparing their children. The fact that Sam is a doctor doesn't mean that Shido is supposed to be a doctor, or if she wants to go for teaching, that's okay. If your capacity allows you to reach a level and she goes to Harare Polytechnic, that's okay. Don't push it. Just be there for your child. Just be there for your son. Just be there for your daughter. Support them to the best of their abilities. Even if they want to get into the arts field, even if they want to do sports and everything, make sure that you support them. And it goes beyond family, your mentors, your teachers, your friends. I was blessed enough to have like teachers who actually support me, and like one of my favorite teachers, I would say, like he's from Harare High. He taught me chemistry. Even when I was at St. George's, I would make sure that every time you're on holiday, I go and see him. He always reminds you of how good you are. He always like encourages you. He gives you life lectures. His name is Mr. Makamba. He gives you life lectures. Like he just tells you like how to navigate through things. And the moment, I always tell him that sometimes when, even right now at university, the moment you feel like giving up or when things become up, you're like, oh, but Mr. Makamba actually believes in me. You really need those people.
Because you start thinking, what would Mr. Makamba say to me in this situation right now?
Exactly.
You actually say something positive to keep me going.
Even your friends. Like, I'm also blessed enough to have like a supportive group of people around me. We support each other. I even have like friends who like, we have like the courage to come to and be like, Fadzai, what you're doing is wrong. Like sometimes if it's your peer telling you, you be like you're trying to undermine me. Like, what is it to do with your life? Let me do it. But I have friends who are able to say like, no, Fadzai, this is not how, this is just wrong. So make sure that your circle is good. Your family is there to support you. Even your mentors or your teachers, have this one or two teachers that you go to and you talk to. Even for teachers, make it easier for us as students to open up to you, not to an extent that it's not all about academics that we feel comfortable to talk to you about.
Okay, yes, that's really amazing. Now Fadzai, let's go into, now you're in university, you're going into Ashesi University in Ghana, by the way. Oh, that's so far from all the way in West Africa. Guys. So, but then you're enrolled at Ashesi under the Mastercard
Foundation Scholarship.
So tell us more about that.
The Mastercard.
How you heard about it, the application processes, the selection processes, and the day that you actually received Kuti. Father, you are now funded by the Mastercard Foundation Scholarship.
I wasn't expecting it when I got that email. I'd forgotten about it. Yes, because like during that season, like I had received is it 3 or 4 rejections from other universities.
Wow. Just applying to universities.
Yes. Then I'd gotten plus at University of Zimbabwe. Okay. I was going to go with like a Makomborero Zimbabwe grant.
Okay.
Then I think I'd also gotten the presidential scholarship. But since like wanted Ashesi, I'd actually forgotten about it. But I just went out to eat during lunch, switched on my data. That's on boom. So congratulations. But like I had to call one of my sisters-in-law. Like, wow, I now understand that feeling of people who get excited when they get accepted. Yeah, so like for me, how did I know about the Mastercard Foundation? I just knew that Mastercard Foundation exists. So it partners with different universities across Africa and outside of Africa. In these different universities, they offer different programs. So for me, the reason why I ended up having a Mastercard scholarship is because I applied to Ashesi University. So for many a times you realize that you apply to the university, then the university, some of like the universities in between you and the Mastercard. Okay. Yes. So the university is the one that which now offers you the Mastercard scholarships.
Okay.
And the way that it actually works differs from one university to another.
Okay.
I just want to mention two that I know of at Ashesi University and University of Pretoria.
Okay.
University of Pretoria also partners with Mastercard for undergrad. Some universities they partner with Mastercard just for postgrad, but for some it's both postgrad and undergrad. Then others is just undergrad. So like University of Pretoria partners with Mastercard for undergrad, and for University of Pretoria, you have to get accepted into University of Pretoria first.
Before.
Yes. Okay. Then you then apply for the Mastercard scholarship. So it's possible for you to get admissions at University of Pretoria, but you might not end up going because you don't have funding. And maybe you wouldn't have qualified to get the Mastercard scholarship. That is how it works. Yet like for me, like at Ashesi, that's not the case. If they see that like you're in need of the scholarship and they're not able to give you, then you don't get the admission.
Even at like the overall admission to the school.
Exactly. Wow. You don't actually get it. So like for me, part of the application to Ashesi University, you apply, part of the application to Ashesi, you apply for the scholarship. So you actually get to a portal where they ask you, are you applying for a scholarship? Then if you hit yes, then they now need you to write those essays. Why do you need a scholarship? Then you explain. Then from there, that is when they give you the Mastercard scholarship. And you also realize that for Ashesi University doesn't have Mastercard scholarship only. It also have like other scholarships. I don't really know much about them, but based on like your need and the criteria that they use to give people those scholarships, that is when you'll be given either Mastercard or something else. So one instant I was applying, I just knew that this Ashesi partners with Mastercard, but I wasn't actually like Mastercard of like how is it actually. I didn't even know that they have other scholarships besides Mastercard. So my main focus was just like on Ashesi, and I was like, if they're going to accept me, I just hope that they'll give me the scholarship. So that is the case for me. But for other people, I think you hear them saying that if you research more about it, I think it works differently from one university to another. I don't really know how it actually works. But for Ashesi specifically, when you're applying to the university, then you indicate that you need a scholarship. Then you write what is needed, and from there, that is when they can also provide the Mastercard scholarship for you. It's also competitive, but like for instance, like for Ashesi, there are close to 20 countries represented on campus, and from those different countries, quite a number of students there are Mastercard scholars. So that is when you see, like, you're not just initially, firstly you're competing amongst Zimbabweans, then
you're now
competing with other people out there. That is when you're now talking about, like, besides academics, what else do you do, community service, extracurricular activities, and all those kind of things. And also, I believe in the grace of God.
for that miracle.
Yes. Because some things, there are people,
they're not just possible on our own. Like,
exactly.
We need that divine.
I've told some people that, like, you might not be a believer, that's fine. But for me, someone I believe that is the grace and the favor of God that locates you. Because I think that even when I got accepted, there are people who even didn't get in, that I know that she had like more points than mine. They're very good. And like when they told you like I didn't get in, they're just like, oh, really? Then for you don't even know like how it happened. So that is how it was like for me.
This episode of Cheers at Your Africa is proudly sponsored by Tank Pro. Tank Pro under Elite Tank Limited is your premier business consultancy, transforming vision into excellence for students and businesses worldwide. Offering professional short courses, website development, digital marketing, project management, bookkeeping, business support, and HR solutions. They are here to elevate your success. Dial +44 73 916 373 70, or you can WhatsApp or visit www.tankpro.co.uk to learn more and take the next step towards your goals. Stay tuned in for more inspiring content.
That is how it was like for me.
This is so inspiring hearing you talk about it and the whole process, you getting the scholarship and the admission to enroll at the university. So now because earlier on we talked about you moving from a public school to a private school. Now let's talk about now you moving away from home, like the entire country, for another country,
Southern Africa,
from Western Africa as an international student. What has that journey been like for you, and the support systems that you were able to get
at Ashesi University? Well, it was exciting. That was my first time, like, going far away, your first time getting into a plane. Like, everything is just so exciting. But now when it comes like to the experience on campus, Ghana is hot compared to Zimbabwe, I would say, and their meals are also somewhat different from ours. Exactly. But Ashesi is a university like with people from different nationalities. So one way or the other, you see, like, there's this thing of like, when you say like I'm not in the salon, you'll be like, okay, all of us are experiencing this. So it was somehow hard in the sense that like that was like even like my first time interacting with francophones, like people whose like first language is French. That was my first time speaking with those people, and hearing people with different accents of English, and people with people from different religious beliefs. Like my first roommates, two of them were Muslims. That was my first time relating to Christian background. That was my first time like dealing with people with Islam, people from Islam, that close. For me, I had a bias about them. And you realize that when you approach them, like, you also have got that bias, like, okay, so I've heard that these people do this and that. But one of the things that will happen during orientation at Ashesi, they tell you of the diversity that is at university and everything. And sometimes all you need to do is like just to embrace the moment, try to learn things from people. Why do they do it like
way of
this?
living as well.
Like why is it they believe in this and that? So if you are open-minded, you will not be shocked with culture differences. You will not be shocked with different beliefs in people and everything. So I think that is one of the big shocks for me when I went there. And then at Ashesi, you're somewhere like a big Zim community. I think including the class that recently graduated in June, we're something like 40 from Zimbabwe at Ashesi. Then for my stream, we are 11.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are not even that. We will not be close for a long time. Many times, one person will be doing whatever it is that they're doing. You're also doing something else. But the fact that you also have those people with you on campus, when things become tough and stuff, those are the people you can go to, or you can go to your seniors and you share with them. Especially, I think I'd say for anyone who's going to get an opportunity to go outside the country and be someone from your country that you can relate to, make use of them. One of the things I did, I really believe in mentorship a lot. One of the things I did during my first month at Ashesi, I looked at all the seniors that I talked to and I was like, whom do I feel comfortable talking to? Then I realized like this other guy. Then I went to him and I was like, can you please become my mentor? And he helped me through. There was a time I wrote my first mid-semester exam for one of my courses. I didn't manage to finish. And I think that was the first time in my life to do so bad, I would say.
In an exam.
I came out of that from crying. And I don't know what happened. Just coming out, I saw him and I went to him. I was like, I think I got a 2. I was like, that's impossible, Fadzai. I was like, I'm telling you, I think this is what happened. He was right. I didn't get that low mark. And it was not... What I got was not what I was expecting at all. But he was like, okay, you know what? Since you're saying that the mid-semester exam didn't go well, according to what you expected, what you need to do now, you have to work towards the final exam and the remaining stuff and everything. And I passed at the end of the day. If he didn't sit down with me and talk to me and everything, I don't think I was going to pass and carry on exactly
with you.
Yes, so like it's really important to have like someone from the same country. It might not be like from your same country, but so long as that person is a senior, one you can talk to and share with like your experiences, and you can even ask them, oh okay, can you please check up on me after every 2 weeks and everything. Then they're always there to check up on you and everything. And also, you see, like when you go to new places, you might have like set like some high expectations of yourself and everything. But I think for me, I'm happy and I'm grateful that I had to go to St. George's first before going to Ashesi. If I come from Harare High straight away to Ashesi, hey, I think it was going to be tough. Yes. So like you realize that sometimes when you go to new places, you meet more people who can even do better than you.
Get exposure.
Yeah, exactly. And it's more of like if you're coming to this and from this environment whereby like let's say you're the best always and everything, the reality is like you somehow like tend to have this thing of like I got this and that. But somehow there are experiences which will humble you, and it's up to you to actually understand that no, it's not every time that I know it all. You need to lower down your ego and you ask your seniors or go to that, because ego can even stop you from going to praise and like praise, I'm struggling with this. Can you? Because you're like, nah, this no, I have this and that and everything. I think that was also one thing that I had to realize when I went there. And if you learn some of those things early, you realize that life will even be easier for you. And it's not like you won't do well. You will actually do well, but you just need to lower down your expectations, continue working hard, be open-minded, ask for help when you need it. It's actually you're privileged enough that there are a lot of systems that are there to support international students, from the health center, counseling, academic committee, writing center. Like what I told you, we have francophone, we have people who come from like French-speaking countries, francophones, and maybe they just did a little bit of English just to come to university and everything. We have the writing center. You have got an essay that you're writing. You write it, you give it to them, they proofread it, they tell you correct here and there before you submit it to your lecturer. We have the Math Resource Center. You're struggling with calculus. There are math tutors there. They assign 2 hours or 1 hour per week. Even if you want like individual help from that tutor, you can get it. They are there to help you and support you. Counseling. You have counseling. We have more than 2 counselors. I think I know 4 of them right now by head. Yes, you can have like individual one-on-one counseling sessions with those people. I used to think mental health doesn't exist. It does exist. It does exist, yes. So we have counseling. Then we have got ODIP office. We have people who are disabled at Ashesi University, and they also cater for those people. Exactly. So like there's the sign language that people will actually get taught with sign language and everything. So all those support systems are there. And one thing that I realized is like you, in as much as the systems are there, they will not guess that you need their help.
You actually have to look for need help.
You have to look for them. Even the lecturers, and the faculty interns, they offer office hours. If you're struggling with something, you go and ask for help and everything. What is just critical is for you to look for the help early, because sometimes, let's say you're really struggling with a certain course and you start looking for help 2 weeks to the final exam,
then
it will not help.
What are you trying to do?
Exactly. Even there are also, you see, like there are people who don't want to have like study abroad sessions. So like you might be learning at Ashesi University, but you get a semester whereby you go and learn in the US.
Okay.
That's another system that is there like to support you through like in your education. So like there are quite a number of things that I did.
You know, hearing you describe Ashesi support system makes me wanna enroll Ashesi. So if Ashesi University are watching this podcast, please give me a space. Even to do literature, okay? I would gladly accept it, like, because I'm now thinking, this is so fancy, this is so cool, because university support system is very important. Like,
That's
you get to learn a lot from people that have passed through the same terrain that you're currently trading on. That's true. You get to learn more, and it actually helps you start shaping certain areas about your future and what it can look like. So Fadzai, as we wrap up this episode with you today, this was so exciting hearing you mention the importance of activities, the importance of having a supportive system at school, as friends, at family, and also the importance of people doing certain things to source for these scholarships. It's really inspiring. So what is it that you'd like to encourage someone out there, like a young girl who is in her form 3, form 4, form 5, form 6, in terms of the importance of the work that you have done? Like, what is it that you want to tell someone out there in terms of sourcing for scholarships when you really want us? Because to be honest, I feel like we have big dreams, right? But then you reach a point where you realize, no, for me to actually achieve this, I am going to need extra support.
That's true.
I am not going, my mind only is not going to take me anywhere. I need those extra hands from strangers, from people that don't even know where my village is. I need that. So what would you say to someone watching this episode today?
Okay, so I think I'd say if you want to try something, first and foremost, like, go for it, try it. There's no harm in trying, because some of the things that I've done or that I've received, I never expected that I'll actually get them, but it was after trying. So always try for something. And in terms of scholarships, I would say, you should know that at some point, or maybe your parents can actually afford send you to university in Zimbabwe, but maybe you want to study in the US or you want to study somewhere else. Start researching about that place early, and start looking for people who are there already. I'll just give an example of the US. The US applications are somewhat different from most of the applications. Maybe you might need to write an SAT. There are a lot of essays you have to write, all those kind of things. And here in Zimbabwe, we have got like the Education USA. Those people, there are people there who are able to help you in applying there. So you realize that if you're in Form 1 and in Form 2, and you know that I want to go and study in the US, and you get to visit them early, they'll tell you what to start working on from an early stage as you go up. And also be involved in like WhatsApp groups or different programs where opportunities are shared and everything, and get to know people, talk to people. You know that, okay, Fadzai has done this and that, and maybe I would like to do it. Try to reach out to her. Can you please share with me your journey? Can you please help me out in applying to it and everything? And also know that there are different scholarships. There are actually quite a lot of them. Like some they're here for they're in Zimbabwe, they're for Zimbabwe only. Some are within Southern Africa. Some are within Africa. Some are even outside of Africa. So based on like what you want to do and where you want to go, research more about it, and look for people who have actually done it. If you cannot get them, try as much as you can to get enough information that will help you in applying for it. There are scholarships that can help you even at all level, scholarships that can help you for A level, others they can help you from A level to university, others they help you for university only. So it's always good to start early. And I think what I would do is, if possible, at the end of like this episode, I'm going to write a Word document of all the scholarships that people
so helpful
that people can look out for, because I cannot make there's
a lot.
Yes, like Harare High Foundation, it has got like the Star Leadership Academy, it has got the it's got Star Leadership Scholarship, it has got Kapenam, it has got like Joshua Nkomo. We also have got like the Delta Scholarship, we've got the Presidential Scholarship, we have like university scholarships, like a scholarship that you get from the university after applying to it. We also have got scholarships that are given out by different companies here in Zimbabwe. Sometimes I realize something. Sometimes it's not because it's not like opportunities are not there, but we don't look for them, and also they come when we are not prepared for them.
We don't know the actual corners.
Exactly of how to actually look for them. Exactly. So I think that's what I can say, and I think I can just say all the best to everyone. you got this. Just give it your all, and try the best that you can. And like what I mentioned earlier, just pray for God's guidance and everything, and make sure that your circle has got the right people. Yes, because in my circle, like we are 6, I talk to many people because I'm a talkative person, but my closest circle, we are 6, and all of us, we are under scholarships, different scholarships. We just help each. Yes, others, 2 of them, they're like under the Presidential Scholarship. One is in the US under another scholarship. One is at UTSET under another scholarship. One is actually finishing processing her papers. She's about to go to South Africa and another scholarship as well. Exactly. So we are there to support each other, and you are there to encourage each other and everything. And within that circle, people have been rejected, and they're like, "Oh, guys, I've been rejected by this and that." We're like, "Nah, let's keep pushing. Try this and that." So that's why I said, like, it goes beyond your family. You also need to have the right people around you, people to support you and everything. And even if you try, even if you apply to many scholarships and you don't get in, that's fine again, because it doesn't mean that you're not going to do great things. You can still do great things. I know of people who didn't manage to come to get into Makomborero Zimbabwe, but I got in. But those people, looking at them right now and where I am as well, they've even done greater things than I am because of like where they are and what they've done. So sometimes if you get rejected, I know it hurts, but doesn't mean that you're not going to do something great and everything. Just take it, then you move on with life.
That's really important.
Exactly.
So it goes beyond family. Your circles are also important on how they shape yourself, they shape your career, your life. And also you need to be able to be open-minded to pick up things along the way. This is what Fadzai was teaching us today here at Ashesi Africa. And at Ashesi Africa, we are all about community growth and education. And as Fadzai mentioned, at the end of this episode, we're going to put up a sheet whereby there are different scholarships that as a parent, as a child, you can start going through to see where you actually fit best and to see where the world can take you. Fadzai, thank you very much for joining us here at Ashesi Africa. You know, now my mind is like, can we go back to school and really do some of these things? But yeah, I'm working towards it because, you know, learning doesn't stop. I have learned so much from just having this conversation with you. Because one thing that you mentioned, culture shock. Because with culture shock, people, because you know, I'm always on social media these days, like on educational posts. People are always encouraged. People, you need to learn how to, you need to read more for you to be able to relate when you actually have a conversation with someone. Pick a newspaper, pick a magazine, even if it's a fictional novel, it's okay. Just read to widen, like to open your mind to endless possibilities. And it makes it easy when you actually move into a different community for you to let, because you'll be like, no, but I've read about this kind of people before when I was reading the newspaper on this day. So I actually have a footing on how I can start my hello to the person.
That's true.
So people need to be open-minded. They need to be exposed. So because most people think that exposure, for you to be exposed to certain things, you need to have money, you need to be able to have traveled from this. No, you can actually expose yourself to more things in your room by picking up books, by scrolling.
One way you can do that is through volunteering.
Exactly, like in your communities, because we have so many projects that are happening in our communities that are very positive, that are pushing for the greater good of Zimbabwe. But then you need to be able to actually lower yourself down, like kill that ego, that pride within you, and say, let me just do it, because you never know how tomorrow might be for you. So thank you very much for this. This was an interesting and educative conversation that I had with you. It's always interesting when we get to talk as young-minded people on our lives, on our careers, on our education, and also to encourage someone out there to say, no, it's possible. You can really do this yourself. Now, so Fadzai, it's time to say bye to all our audience out there here at Ashesi Africa podcast. To say thank you for subscribing, for liking, and for sharing our episodes. Please turn on that notification button, because each and every week we have exciting content for you. We have exciting content for you in terms of education, aviation, to people that love science and technology, youth empowerment, girls empowerment. This is the right place for you to be. So always remember to share the episode with someone who might actually benefit from the information that will be going on here. Someone out there really doesn't have access, not now, but then an episode doesn't die. This episode will help someone later in life. So always share when you get the opportunity, and we are very thankful for the support that the African community has been giving towards the Ashesi Africa podcast. From me and Fadzai and the entire crew, it's bye.